It's Rob!
Tony!
We're in gaming!
And that's you!
Hello gamers and welcome back to the end. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name. And today we're going to be doing some deck testing on some Pirate Warrior. This seems to be a really popular deck at the moment on ladder. I guess some streamer had played it recently, and everybody seems to enjoy it, or at least it's doing very well, so people are playing it a lot. So I've decided to build my own kind of rendition of it. We'll see how well it goes. Again, this is a deck testing where I kind of, wow, go away, Nat. Play the deck for roughly 30-45 minutes. God, you suck. That is our opponent. Anyway, we kind of see how the deck runs, make changes as we need to, and hopefully we'll rank up a little bit. So I think we go for a better hand here. We're looking for 1s and 2 drops in this deck. Even though Frothing Berserker is a really good card, us being able to play some creatures early on is pretty important. So more so what we're looking for is the, what is it called? We play this, it forces them to coin ping, and then we can play Flame Juggler. We also have the War Axe to follow up, so I actually like doing nothing here. As silly as it seems, I think we hold on to our deckhand, and we want to play this on turn 3 for the most part, because he's going to coin into like a Sorcerer's Apprentice or like a Cult Sorcerer, and then we can just War Axe, kill it. And then the following turn, we can actually Flame Juggler and play the deckhand and attack with it right away and make him play off curve if he wants to ping the deckhand. So he's gonna ping, which is really, really good for us. So now we Juggler, we deckhand, and then we go face with the deckhand. So now this almost, he wants to ping this deckhand off again, because he's scared we might play the 3-drop that upgrades our weapon, and then we can just Korkron, swing with another 2, and he floats that 1 mana, unless he has like a Mana Worm, but then we can just efficiently, oh man, he can Arcane Missiles now. Let's see if he has the Wombo. Of course you have the fucking Wombo, man. Why wouldn't you? So it's gonna kill both our fucking creatures, of course. And this is the same day we had done our played the Rogue deck testing video, and this is directly after that. So as we can see, it's just consistent. Our day today has it's just consistency, you know. We get unlucky while playing the Rogue, we have to get unlucky while playing the Pirate Warrior as he plays the Apprentice and the Arcane Blast and the missiles that killed both our creatures. So it's just consistency throughout the day, guys.
Good.
Yeah, it's just
real good.
It's fantastic. So Double Reaper is not that terrible because we can just keep going face. This is 20 damage together over the course of 4 turns, not including the Mortal Strike and or any other creatures we draw into. So theoretically, as long as he doesn't run Ice Block, Ice Barrier, or Leroy Jenkins, not Leroy Jenkins, but Reno Jackson, I think we'll be in a pretty decent spot. Well, not exactly the card we want on turn 6. A little bug boy. Alright, so theoretically, we can just Mortal Strike this, go face for 5, and then armor up, and then just re-equip a Reaper next turn. Or we can hit into this with Reaper, equip another Reaper, but that sets us back too long. Or we could just completely ignore this, and then just go face with everything. So like, let's say we hit this, next turn we hit this again, that's 10, then we have 8. And let's say he deals a decent amount of damage, this turns into 6. So theoretically, but if he has another Frostbolt,
Maybe...
I kind of want him to get me low HP, so this turns into 6 damage, but this is only 10, so this is 6, that's 18, so that doesn't work, so this needs to die, and this needs to go face. And I guess we could either, we're definitely going to be using the Reaper next turn, so I guess we just armor up. There's no point to play the first mate or anything like that. We'll just save the Pirate for if we draw like the upgrade or something like that. We also don't want him to draw into how you say him, Water Elemental. So we're 1 off lethal next turn. Keep in mind this game would have gone much better if he wouldn't have been able to clear both our creatures with only 1 card, or 2 cards and 1 mana. Well, this isn't good. That fireball was devastating. So theoretically, we play Horse Rider, kill... Oh yeah, we should have, instead of armoring up last time, we could have Horse Rider to swing, and then he would have forced a ping there, and then he couldn't have fireballed. That's interesting. We could have played better there. No, but this costs 3, so we wouldn't have been able to Reaper, which means we would have had to, like, War Axe, which doesn't really seem as good. So I guess we Horse Rider, and hopefully it's not a duplicate. It's not, so we're going to swing. We know we don't have lethal, because of course we draw Execute, the only CC in our deck when we don't need it. We're going to go face with our weapon. And I suppose we can armor up, and then N'Zoth's first mate. So hopefully he just doesn't have, how you say him, 5 damage. But did he draw into the other fireball? Nice. Sick plays, bro. Consistency, guys. This is the 5th loss in a row for today. Oh, man. I don't think I've lost this much in a row in a while. Like, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, you know. That happens to everybody. Losing 5 in a row, that's pretty heartbreaking. There's one thing that makes you want to not play Hearthstone and, like, go play Overwatch, is losing a lot. But that's okay. Tony wants to play right now, but we can't play right now because we're in the office. We can't play that kind of shenanigans in here. So I think we get rid of these 2 right here. We have no weapon in our hand. Murgleton's always nice, so hopefully we get like some 2 and 3 drop. We got a 3 drop and a 2 drop. Nice. Even though Bloodscale Raider's not that great if you don't have the weapon, but it's still a 2 drop, 2, 3, which is a Flame Juggler with no ability. There's upgrade. So theoretically we can upgrade and get the 1/3 weapon. Against a warrior, shapeshift, lesser heal, or life tap. What does she say? Gain an attack equal to the attack of your weapon. This shapeshift does not give you a weapon, so I think we go with life tap here. So maybe we'll be able to out-resource this warrior. Let's see what happens. Ooh, there's a weapon. So next turn is Blood Raider and upgrade, and this would be a 4/3 instead of a 3/2. But what if he plays Acidic Swamp Ooze? We're gonna make the assumption he's not playing Acidic Swamp Ooze. If he plays Acidic Swamp Ooze on turn 2, I'm gonna hear you're not seeing this video. that would be the nail in the coffin for today's videos, guys. Alright, so we've got some good stuff happening in the next 2 turns. So we've got the sweet upgrade, we've got the Raider, we got the swing, and we've got the swing. This is the start this deck is supposed to have. Now we sorry. Can assume the 6/3 is gonna die. This is understandable. It's a big creature, played extremely early. A bash, you know, a slam whirlwind, something like this is understandable. Like, it's gonna die. But we have a follow-up. We've got the life tap to continue the flow of cards, and we've got the Horse Rider deckhand combo. So we just hope that maybe he uses some of his... yeah, Whirlwind is good. We did not want him to use Whirlwind on these, so I was hoping for AoE abilities onto this guy, or to at least deal damage to it, so he'd like use cards inefficiently. Because now we can play the Horse Rider Pirate combo and just go face for a lot of damage, because, you know, face is in fact the place here at the end. Well, when you play Pirate Warrior, it is. And the reason we did not play the Berserker is because, let's say, he plays the taunt card, or some sort of card now, and we're going to be putting a lot of damage on the field. Then we play the Berserker, we deal the damage, we buff up the Berserker, so we use his cards to maybe kill the Berserker and not our other cards. There's just a lot of good stuff that we can do. So it looks like he's killing the 2/1, which is perfectly fine with me. Alright, so it looks like we might be using our weapon to kill this 1/3, or we could just go face, or we could just Berserker, use our... Ooh, boy. Okay. Korkron, eh? So it's either Berserker, pass, or just... How much damage is this? We have 13. We could put him at 3 next turn, but we have to kill the Armorsmith. And this is the only true way to kill the Armorsmith. This could be our weapon, and these 2 swing into there, and then the Berserker, and then the passive, but then these 2 lose their thing. If we Korkron into here, the weapon still kills this, and these 2 swing. But then we don't get the big Berserker down. I think we go for the big Berserker. We should have tapped first, but it's fine. This swings into here, and these two swing into there. And the reason we're doing this particular way is if these go face, it's basically the same thing as the Berserker being buffed. So, as long as he doesn't have another Whirlwind execute, and he's already used one Whirlwind and already used one execute, we're going to make the assumption that he doesn't have that exact combo again. A Ravaging Ghoul execute, again, does the same thing. Battle Rage for 1. It does not look good for Hayusayame. I'm going. I am going AOW. I'm going AOW. I don't know what that means. Wow. So this is 11, 15. So this actually can be lethal right here. So Flame Juggler, if Flame Juggler hits the 2-2, it's lethal. Alright, so now he gains 1. And then he swings into here and it gains 2 more. And then we play this, and now it's lethal. That was pretty sick, right? But you guys didn't see that. But the Flame Juggler had to hit the 1-1, and then we didn't swing our 1-1 face because the Berserker says whenever a card takes damage, get 1+ attack, but our Murgleton only had 1 attack. But if the Murgleton attacks another card and they both take damage, that's adding 2 attack instead of just 1. So it's better for the Murgleton to make the trade and to attack with the Berserker than to have the Murgleton just attack directly. So obviously, you know, not the most advanced play in the world, as Pirate Warrior, the extent of which is capped off just about right there. But it's still, if you don't play the deck often and you're not familiar with how Berserker works and like knowing, you know, if you make those trades to buff up the Berserker or do you go ahead and just attack face with particular creatures and ignore the board, it's always good questions here. I think we just keep the first mate, right? And then we hope for, again, you know, 2 drops, upgrades, Mortal Strikes. Mortal Strike probably not the best. Maybe a 3-drop Pirate would have been good. Like the upgrade Pirate would have been super sick. Even the Dread Corsair, which we put back. But of course, going to start off with the Rusty Hook. If this is a Zoo deck, depending on our start, which looks semi-decent because of the N'Zoth First Mate, we'll be able to make those pretty good trades. So we could actually, like, N'Zoth First Mate, coin upgrade if he plays the Imp, Hayusayame, the Flame Imp. It's crazy. We played 2 games in 12 minutes. That's like half a Control Warrior match. Berserker. So we're just going to N'Zoth First Mate, take off the Divine Shield. So he's probably going to make his 1-1 trade into our 1-1. But then we go ahead and probably, yeah, we're going to coin, upgrade, Raider, kill the 2-2. And then next turn, of course, is the Berserker. Double Mortal Strike, though, is pretty not so swell this early on. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's like a bad Fireball. What's going on? We're going to hope he doesn't get a Void Walker. Corruption's pretty bad for us. Alright, so we're going to save our weapon. We're actually just going to Berserker and then swing the 4-3 into the 2-2 and then save our weapon charge. And we know she's going to die. So, but we still got a Berserker out of the deal, so that's good. And we saved a weapon charge, which is semi-good. But she died, which is, of course, bad. Councilman, I think we're going to, I mean, we can execute that, or we can Mortal Strike, swing with our weapon. Due to the fact that Arcane Reaper is here, I think we're going to keep the Mortal Strikes and just use the Execute, and then swing for 5 and armor up. Then next turn, if he plays a 2-drop that we can kill, we'll just kill with our weapon, re-Arcane Reaper up, or again, depending on if he doesn't do anything, we'll see what happens. It's hard to, this double Mortal Strike is rough. So he discarded 2 cards just to kill this. This is fine. So this is a turn at which we're going to make the trade with the Rusty Hook. And then, no, we can Flame and then armor up, or we Arcane Reaper. And I think we just Arcane Reaper here. Cost me, it's on curve. Develops more than just a 2-3. So, another Doom Guard, and it's pretty rough. He discards his entire hand though, so. Okay. So we hit into this, and then we Flame Juggler. Now he's gonna have to pretty much tap every turn to make sure he continues having a flow of creatures, but we still have the weapon, the Kor'kron, and the Mortal Strike. A play there was to Kor'kron and save a Mortal Strike, but it is not that great. That was not the correct play. Alright, so Raider definitely, Kor'kron definitely. And Kor'kron can go into there. This makes the trade, or we could just go face with everything, which I think is key here. Because we're pushing lethal this turn, and his Imp Gang boss can't really kill anything unless he draws a Defender of Argus. So right now we're only 5 off lethal, and he can't kill anything. So he's going to have to power Overwhelming. The Voidwalker does put a substantial damper on things, and he's going to power Overwhelming. So he actually had 2 cards to stop this lethal from happening, which is pretty bad for us. War Axe is quite nice, because now we War Axe, we swing, we take enough damage to trigger our Mortal Strike, and then we know Mortal Strike for 6, which is technically a bad Fireball, but we play it anyway, because Fireball's really, really good. Mortal Strike's just like a lesser version of that. So, deck seems to do alright when you draw a decent hand. Or when your opponent doesn't have the nuts. They've got the nuts, it's all over. Oh, also guys, wanted to pay thanks to some donation, or people who have donated recently. I might mention this in another video too. I'm not sure if you want your names mentioned. Oh yeah, you guys have actually left particular messages here. Hold on, let me pull up what you guys had wrote so everybody can read your comment. Or I can read your comment to everybody. Give me 1 second, guys. And if I butcher your name, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna do my best. All right, so Murgleton looks good. That's about it. All right. So we received a $10 donation from Zaid Salman. Hopefully I say it, Zaid Salman. And your comment was, I've been really enjoying your videos, so I'm buying you drinks. Cheers. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. We will definitely buy drinks with those. As half of our videos, we have drinks in our hands, so it's definitely something we invest into here at the end. Drinks are good. So thank you. Very much appreciated, man. It's between Life Tap and Steady Shot, right? So Steady Shot, if we're going for, I think we just go for Life Tap. We're just going to try to sustain a decent amount of board control against this Priest. I mean, Hunters, if we were playing against like maybe a Zoo, I would have gone for Hunter's Hunter passive due to the fact that we don't really need a ton of card draw. But against a Priest, they have a decent amount of field clear, so, and they have heals, so yeah. The next one is going to be, hold on. Injured? I don't have myself. Anyway, I made this one now. I can only for you. Don't mind you guys saying my name, but I would prefer my account's name. CTIC? Yeah, CTIC? All right, I'll call you by that. All right, so we had a $15 donation from CTIC, and he says, keep up the good work, man, and I'll ensure you that the channel will become big. It has big potential. Thanks, man. Really appreciated. There wasn't any specifications with your donation, so it'll just go to overall making the channel better. A lot of people have been asking what exactly do we do with the money that we get, and it's basically just being able to purchase things that the streamers normally have, like a better mouse, better keyboard, better monitors, better webcam, better mic, actual decent chairs to sit in instead of these like 10-year-old chairs, just stuff like that. There's not a whole lot to do here. I kind of want to save like the deckhand for having a pirate with the cultist. So using this upgrade right now does not seem that bad, because we would upgrade and then we would play the Berserker in the following turn, these two. Or we just tap. I think we just go for this. I think that's it. It's rough, I know. It's a bad start. And then, this is donations for the past like 3 weeks too, guys. No, more like a month. We had another $20 donation from Timothy Fryer. Says, great channel, guys. I love the way you guys show the bad RNG losses. Makes me feel better when it happens to me. Yeah, normally we used to only show like the wins and stuff, but recently been showing losses as well. So unfortunately, I think the Berserker is the best play here. We could go for the Flame Juggler, and if it hits the Northshire Cleric, it's worth it. Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll go for that, you know, 50-50 chance. We got lucky. We actually could go with the deckhand now and go face. So I'm going to make the assumption that he doesn't have some way to kill this extra 2 damage. He could, but if he's going to Shadow Word Death or Shadow Word Pain, it's going to be on the Flame Juggler. Just the Harvest Golem, it's not going to be enough, big boy. Well, that's actually really good. So we go with another deckhand. We go with the Cultist, gives our weapon that sweet upgrade. Now we're going to kill the 2/1. So this can actually swing into here, this swings into there, this goes into there, and then this goes face. So we're going to make the assumption he doesn't have Soul Priest, Circle of Healing. If so, that's why we took the life tap. So yeah, those are our donations. Much appreciated, guys. I know it's not Twitch. I know donations on there are kind of definitely more common than YouTube donations, but we don't have the time to really sit there and stream on Twitch every day. So I think we're just going to Reaper, kill off this guy. I know it was kind of weird to upgrade a weapon that we only used for a turn or two, but the Reaper is just too much tempo to kill off this creature and still maintain our entire board. So now we're gonna prone to Holy Nova, but I mean one is an aggro deck not prone to Holy Nova. Just the shade, okie dokie. That's not going to be enough. The flash heal onto his face, which combats. That's pretty good. Horse Rider, decent. So we're gonna go Berserker, this dude. I guess we're just going to use our weapon to make that trade, and then just swing with everything else. There's nothing in our deck that does field clear, so I'm not really worried about whatever he got. Yeah, thanks again, guys.
Just a pinch of it.
Much appreciated, much appreciated. Jesus Christ. This is an insane amount of healing this guy's ripping off the top. All right, so we're going to tap. Not exactly what I was hoping for, to be completely honest. We could go for all face here, but again, then we're really prone to Holy Nova, so I don't really mind making these trades right here. Buffs up our Berserker a ton, and then we'll just replay the Raiders, and we'll just swing with everything else. So then again, I know this is prone to Shadow Word Death, but if he plays Death, he only has 4 mana. Then he still can't Holy Nova, and that doesn't take him. Well, that would be 5, 7, 8, 9, and he would be at 13. So he'd be at 4 HP, and then we have 2 taps, so Shadow Word Death for sure. All right, and then he still can't Holy Nova. Corsair is a taunt. Okay. We got our Dread Corsair. I raise you a Dread Corsair. So we can actually first mate, play our Corsair. What is the best way to get past this? This swings into there, that swings into there, and then these just go face. So theoretically, we will win next turn. Even a Holy Nova does not save him. But Soul Priest, Circle of Healing. No, he'd heal himself. Soul Priest, Circle of Healing, and then some way to damage her 2/1, and he will live. But he does not have that combination first. By the power invested into aggro, we will gain the ranks. So we're back to 12. Kind of semi-combat our rogue losing streak. Not too bad, not too bad. These games are extremely quick too. We're only 24 minutes in and we've played, I feel like, at least 4 games, so. I'm feeling we'll get anywhere between probably 6 to 8 games in this deck testing video. Everything seems to be flowing quite nicely. I might change the execute out because it seems like a dry draw right now, but we'll see what happens. If I draw it in my hand 1 to 2 more times and it doesn't do anything, we'll make a change. Because normally I was running 2 executes in this deck, but I found that that was too many. Like this, just we don't need to clear their field. Our ability to create really powerful creatures early on with the Bloodscale Raider and things like that, and just the weapons in general just deal with creatures very efficiently. So having the executes kind of slows you down because it's not a creature and it's not a weapon. So it seemed, yeah. I'm just gonna go with the first mate. We have the upgrade, so I kind of want to hold on to the weapon and not go face with it. But we know that he's just gonna be summoning the 1/1 Silverhand recruits because he's probably playing the Zoth Paladin. Yeah, so upgrading the weapon is pointless because we're just killing recruits with it anyway. Unless we get semi-lucky and the Flame Juggler hits it. That's pretty good. Today's RNG has been pretty solid. And the reason we're attacking with our weapon now is because we drew into the Warshack, which will eventually be upgraded, so. So, Peacekeeper, okie dokie. So we're probably going to go, go War Axe and it misses. We have to kill all 3 of our creatures to kill that. Or we would coin into the War Axe. Or we could just War Axe and Dread Corsair in the same turn. A little bit better. And then we'll upgrade next turn. So we can keep the War Axe, keep on a chugging. Chugging! Keeping on a chugging down. Alright, so it looks like it's a Flame Juggler upgrade kind of turn. Depending on, of course, what we draw. That was one of the cards I was hoping we would draw. So we can upgrade. We actually could coin into the Juggler, or we can just upgrade again. But I think coining into the Juggler to push out some more damage, just in case he has like a Harrison or something, is a little bit better. Theoretically, we could have done 2 more damage with upgrade over the course of the game. But if he has Harrison, I really don't want to upgrade. I don't want to put too much shit into this War Axe, just in case, you know. Because Acidic Swampoos and Harrison are cards that N'Zoth Paladin now runs. Another Peacekeeper doesn't look like an Acidic Swampoos and or Ooze. 20 HP is still a lot, so we have theoretically 9 damage here. This is 11, 12, 13. Not enough yet. Well, now we're talking. So this would be 6, 10, 14. That's a lot. This is why upgrade is so crazy. We could have held on to it, to be honest, though, and pulled out the burst damage this turn, but now it forces him to heal and not develop the board if he has it. And if he would have, yeah, there's the heal. So we forced him to heal, which is what we kind of wanted. Alright, so we make this. And the question is now, do we just go face? Or do we kill off our 1/2, or do we keep the pirate? Make this trade and go face. We're going to keep pirate just in case we draw into another pirate synergy card. Harrison Jones. We knew they ran it. It was going to inevitably happen. But we have an Arcane Reaper. Another first mate. So he has to have a heal now, so I'm expecting a Lay on Hands or a Tyrion. Because that's the way this game works. He rips the Harrison to stop our attack, and then he plays the Tyrion or the Lay on Hands, or the Rag, okay? So theoretically, we could have attacked into Harrison Jones and made it so Harrison Jones healed. It had a chance to kill Harrison Jones, but then we wouldn't have done the face damage. Oh, we wouldn't have done, yeah. Could have played around it, kind of, almost-ish. So we're going to hit the Rag, just so the Rag has a chance to heal himself. And we're going to hope to God that somehow we can pull off a win.
Well played.
That Rag is huge. What could we draw? I don't think there's a draw that beats this. I mean, execute. Execute would be the draw instead of getting the N'Zoth's first mate. But the Lay on Hands, yeah, the triple heal. He only runs. There's only 1 more healing card in his deck. And he's not even halfway. He just reached halfway through with using the Lay on Hands. So.
Yep. I think the problem is you're using Maggie. He's much more of a tank. Where Garrosh is very mean and very angry. He's very warrior-like. I think you should switch back to Garrosh.
Okay. Thanks, Tony. I can tell there was nothing in that monster can. Yeah. Hey, look, we actually just matched against the Garrosh. Alright, so probably keep the Jugs. Probably not the Corsair. Look for that N'Zoth's first mate. There he is. How you doing, Bug Boy? Normally, like, this guy's great. Turns 1 through, like, 3. After that, he just becomes increasingly bad. I mean, he does count as a pirate, and he gives you a rusty hook, which is similar to small bee stings. When we do our deck guide, I'll reenact the rusty hook bee stings. We'll talk about that. But for now, bee stings. But for now, we're gonna pretend I didn't say anything. We're getting really lucky with these hits. So theoretically, if we don't make this trade, then he uses his passive, makes this trade, and then we have to make that trade. So we're just gonna make the trades for him. Unfortunately, yes, he could have like potentially not killed our 1/1, and then we could have cultist, and then could have done this. But we're gonna make the assumption he's not retarded, and that's what he would have done. Okie dokie. Hey, look! Execute actually just came in clutch. Alright, we're keeping 1 execute, boys. That was it. Now, hopefully he doesn't kill our 1/1 and we can cultist next turn. If he can't, I will be slightly upset. Oh no! Cool! No! Our pirate's dead! Alright, so we need to draw into a 3 or 4 drop creature. Fudge, Murgleton, not exactly what I was hoping for. Wow, not exactly what I was hoping for either. I guess we just go reinforce, right? The reason we played the cultist is because we have the Reaper in our hand. We're hoping for Hunter power or Warlock power, but Paladin power is pretty good, but not against Druid power. Maybe that was a really bad pick. Maybe totems were better. I'm almost 100% sure totems were better. We'll see. Could have gone face with that, but then it kills a creature, and I value these creatures more over the weapon, considering the weapon, you know, we only have a certain amount of charges, but the creatures have infinite charges, because they're creatures, and they live forever, until they die. Blood to Icor to make a 2/2. Okay. Alright, so where will this juggle land is the question of the day. Face. Okay. Well, this will go into here. This will go into there. This will go into there. And we're going to hope to God he does not have a whirlwind. Have mercy. Well, Ravaging Ghoul, nice whirlwind. Oh, he wins. In between us not getting that Hunter power, the Warlock power, and that Ravaging Ghoul. Ripperonis and the Chatteronis, boys. What do we do?
Reporting for duty.
Upgrading and then doing this feels so bad. I guess just heroic striking this and then saving the upgrade is better. And some might say, oh, Rob, you need draw. But most of the time, with the sustained ability to keep weapons up, oh man, get a Cursed Blade. Oh. Still not that great for him, but Mortal Strike. Okay. Okay. We don't lose just yet, right? Do we upgrade or do we not? I don't think we do. Uh-oh, I think we lose. Puts us at 1 with everything he has. Unless he has 1 damage in hand. Uh-oh, Taskmaster. Alright, so what the fuck kind of deck was he running? He was running Taskmasters. I mean, obviously it was a Tempo Warrior, but why would you run Taskmasters and Tempo Warrior? It's kind of a weird card to play. So we'll play maybe 2 more games. That's what we have time for. It's only been, I feel like we played so many games, it's only been 34 minutes, but that's because I'm used to playing really control-based decks, and playing these very fast decks are not. Okay, for some reason I thought I just broke the chair. They're very quick. Alright, Warax as always. We stay Warax. Horse Rider's decent. I really don't mind this opening hand whatsoever. The problem is we know Warax is on 2, so Flame Juggler doesn't really make sense because we're not going to be playing this. So I guess we just 2 and then 3, and then we hope for like a 1. But it's not the one we're looking for. Because, I mean, we didn't specify what one we wanted, right? Oh my god, double upgrade. And we're playing against a Shams, so we're going to hope that he doesn't run Harrison, which is most likely not. And he could tech in Acidic Swampus if he's a hipster. Hunter Hero Power. Alright, I'm going to make the assumption that he's playing Aggro Shaman. And he's been to Legend with that card back. So we all know he's super good. Absolutely disgusting. Any comments in the chat, boys? Any comments in the chat? Oh man, Totem Golem. That's a lot right now. Oh god, Argent Squire. That's still a lot right now. So it looks like we're gonna upgrade, that's for sure. We don't have a pirate down, but alright, so upgrade. You could actually double upgrade. But what would be the point of that? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Hey Rob, this is Kyle. Hi Kyle. Mortal Wombat. Since the season is brand new and everyone is playing either Zulok, Totem Shaman, Hunter, or faster warrior decks like the one I'm playing currently, I think now is the perfect time to counter all of that aggression and the perfect time for everyone to get in here. You know what I mean. To hell with stability. Give us the patron video. Gosh darn it. Don't worry, patron warrior is coming. Alright, so playing this feels bad. Playing Horse Rider and attacking this feels really bad. So we play Horse Rider, we'll upgrade, and we just go face. And then we hope to draw a pirate next turn. Totally agree. I love Malkrok. He is my favorite legendary in Whispers of the Old Gods, but I have been cranked by a Cursed Blade too many times. I know, man. I feel you. I'm having success running Pirate, Dragon, Warrior, where N'Zoth combines well with Sylvanas, Chilmaul, and Deathwind, the Dragon Lord. Yeah, it's alright. Well, this kind of sucks. We did draw a pirate, but that pirate gives us a new weapon, and we don't really want a new weapon. We want our old weapon. We want to upgrade this weapon.
Maybe.
Alright. Fudge. So if this swings there, this swings there, this swings there, this swings there. This one's there. So we know that goes there. This goes there, that goes there, but we don't really want this to go there because we can't even attack with that. So I guess we go this. And this goes here. And then that goes there. And we'll just do these 2 next turn. And if we draw into another 2-drop, we can combo with them. But the reason we didn't play these 2, even though they do put a decent amount on the field, we can't actually attack with the weapon right away. So as long as he doesn't play something crazy here, I think we'll be all right. Yeah, this is fine. So this is when I was like, I wish I was playing like maybe Control Warrior or something, because like, just Whirlwind in general destroys everything he has here, his whole establishment. But we don't always get that lucky. Oh, that's really nice. So this will actually cost 2. That's super sick. Nice. Look at that pirate synergy across the board. We've got the first mate who loads the cannon. What does she do? She just looks, she's got a fucking crab arm. That's what she does. And this guy, he looks like a captain, Torta. He's old, he's got a beard, he's got I'm pretty sure that's a hook hand. So this guy looks like a captain. She's like the captain's like sister. She can just do what she wants. She's got like squiggly hairs. Fucking weirdo. And then we got this guy, he's just a good worker. He's like a worker bee. Alright, double Mortal Strike. Can't actually kill this. But if we attack this, takes 7, and this hits for 6. But then we get in range of being dangerously destroyed by certain aspects of things we don't want to happen. So, with that being said, If we go face with everything, he makes this trade eventually. We can kill off this. So this is going to go into there. This goes here. This goes there. If this gets buffed by that, that hits that. Okay. So this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes there. And now, does this go here? I don't think so. But does it? I don't think so. Because we know this is going to go here. And then Mortal Strike goes there. I'll be more specific, guys. He's going to swing a 7-7 into the 3-3, then we Mortal Strike it. Or he can Lightning Bolt it. Okay, never mind. Plans have changed. So now we're at 10 HP. This is 12. This is 15, 16, 17, 18. We are 1 off lethal. And you know why we're 1 off lethal? Because we killed the 1-1 last turn. If we would have just gone face, we wouldn't be in this conundrum right now. But because I killed the 1-1, we lose this game. Let's recombobulate to make sure that we're, again, this is 12, 14, 15, 18. We are fucking 1 off lethal. Damn it. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. And now we lose. Because he's just going to Lava Burst passive. Or Lava Burst, please. Wait, there's a very slight chance we win this, but most likely not. Again, we wasted 4 damage. No, we wasted 5 damage killing a 1-1 with Divine Shield because I thought he might have like a Flame Tongue Totem or something. But he just didn't. Oh man. This is gonna be rough, boys.
I cannot do that.
We're at 3 HP. Oh boy. We have lethal though. We've got direct lethal, but unfortunately we lose. But we know now not to kill 1-1s with Divine Shield. Any sort of direct damage, man, you win. You need 1 damage because you have the Hunter Hero power. Did you draw into it? Tunnel Trog? Okay, okay, okay. Doom Hammer. And Lava Burst. So we talking about 9 damage here, son. And it would have been 11 if you didn't play Tunnel Trog. No, it wouldn't have been. Because this is 5 and it's 3 and you get 9. So, either way. Do we just go back to 13? We're at 42 minutes in. We'll play another game. That sucked though, right? 1 damage off lethal. We shouldn't have wasted 5 damage on that 1-1 with Divine Shield though, but I'm used to playing decks that require you to do that, right? Like normally Control Warrior, things like that, you go out of your way to make sure they, like I have to get out of the mindset. This isn't Control Warrior, Rob. This is go face or go home and kill only threats that, you know, are like top priority. But I'm not used to playing like that. I don't like any of these cards. not in the beginning. This is okay, I guess. I mean, theoretically, you'd want a 2-drop. We're gonna play the golden and then the N'Zoth mate first to let them know we're serious business. Like this is serious. This is serious business. All right, Totem Golem, without a doubt, always Totem Golem. There you go. Stay Totem Golem. Well, we can't play that, but we can just go face with basically everything. We've learned our lesson, boys. Why kill creatures when you can go face? He can't do anything here unless he has a Tunnel Trog, but if you had a coin Totem Golem and didn't play Tunnel Trog, have mercy. So Rockbiter, the 2-1, swing his 3-4 into the 1-1. Unless he just get his face. There you go. There you go. Alright, so it's either Pirate or Horse Rider. I think Horse Rider is a little better. So we can Horse Rider, bink, 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 bink. So we missed out on 4 damage. So we would have 18 right now. That's not good. Yeah, it's fine. Clears our board, which is not good, but this goes here. No, there's no... Yeah, there is. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. And then we Reaper next turn. So Reaper kills Golem. His Golem kills 3/3. Can't Doomhammer because he's at 4 because he overloaded 1 because of the Golem. And then we Murgleton, depending on what we draw. Uh-oh, now we go face. Now it's the face race time. Oh, that's good. All right, so this is 4, and then we need to use hero power. So we gotta go him, and then we go Hunter hero power, and we just win. Hey, Lamau. Good game. How did we know? How did we know? Rob, the Jew Hearthstone warrior, sees all. Murgleton into priest passive. How did we know? Still a game though. Hey, execute right off the top to kill a 7/4. Sick nasty, bro. We'll play one more. What are we at? 46. We'll play one more just to see if we can get back to that sweet rank 12. Is there any website I can get the current deck list of what you've been playing lately? Yes, you can. The website is called youtube.com, and the web page in specific is called INN Gaming. There you can find where I post all of my deck guides as soon as I can. And I even put I put the deck list in the corner, which is the most recent version of the deck list. So that's probably your best bet to find all the information you're looking for. Having great success with this deck. The modifications you make on this channel are a lot different from streamers everybody normally follows. Just letting you know how much success I'm having with this deck. Keep up the guides and great work at keep up the great guides at the end. Hashtag Elven Archer Value. I'm glad people are catching on to Elven Archer Value. I'm glad because Elven Archer Value is a thing. Very valuable that everybody needs to understand. But more importantly, I'm glad you're enjoying the in, Steven. And I try to keep things a little bit different than the normal streamers because, you know, it's the normal streamers. Everybody watches them and then they copy their deck list literally verbatim, and then everybody goes on ladder and they play them. And then I play those people, change the deck to my likings, and then we end up winning because, you know, we know exactly what they're playing, but they don't know what we're playing because we actually make modifications, which is, you know, what you're supposed to do with card games built around decks, which are built around what you like to play, which is, you know, the list goes on. So, wow. Death Rattle Paladin, eh? No, this goes face, this hits there. Who's the Jeff dude? Jeff had, he's the one that drew our intro and outro. Isn't currently with the inn anymore. He decided he would like to do other things with his life, which is totally understandable, but he's the one who did those, and I'm assuming whenever me and Tony find the time, we'll make the intro different. But, you know, making intros is not a easy task. It does not take a couple hours to do, you know, to do it. It's a couple week process. So, what do we see? Nothing good. Okay, so we made the trade in hopes that he just kills off his other Beckoner of Evil to our Elite, and our 2/1 can stay alive. But if he keeps the 2/1 alive and then he heals his Beckoner, that's like the worst thing. But little does he know. Oh man. Okay. Will he kill the 4/1? Okay, that makes sense. So I think we Murgleton, see what we get. Definitely Hunter. And I think we just go face. Audio gets kind of echoey at the 15-minute mark. Just so you know, love you guys. Keep up with the good work. Okay. So I enjoy people. Oh my gosh. Did he just heal for 10? Yes, he did. And then he gains. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's sit up. Let's do our best, guys. Let's see what we can do here. It's gonna be rough, but we can do it. Maybe. Cow. So, how you say, man? This into here, that into there, that into there. Okay.
Fly, Polly.
Alright. Back on board, baby. So when we have issues with the audio, or anything in the video, I love when you guys point it out. There was a whole thing I was gonna say. I had this whole spiel. I was ready for it because last night before I went to bed, I knew that there was an issue with the video, the Road to Legend that we had recently posted. I believe it was from part 2, from rank 3 to 2, part 2. And the reason, oh my God, this priest, he's whipping the nuts right now. All right, so we're going to strike, swing. I don't think we need to re-weapon at the moment, and we'll just go. Because if he has like an acidic swamp ooze or Harrison, we're in trouble. There's a whole spiel. Where did it go? I have to find it again. Hold on. Oh. Yes. No. I'm sorry, guys. This normally doesn't happen, but it is.
Do you hear its call?
White Island Elder. Okay. And heals face. You have a 4-drop to combo 2 cleric. Okay. 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 And loot order. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot right now. So what do we see? This trades. Nothing else trades very well. All right. So this has to happen. This happens. This happens. All of this happens. We know this. Now what makes the trades? This goes into here. Yes. This goes into here. Or this goes into here. Those two go into there. That stays alive. But then these two stay alive. And this... Oh, man. If this hits there, this hits there, this can't kill there. So this has to hit here, and then these two go face. Well, theoretically, those could have killed this. Fuck. I'm retarded. How did I missed the most obvious plays where like these two can just swing into the Elder. But now the Elder can kill our 5/3. But we would have probably Shadow Word Death this anyway. So we'll see if he Shadow Word Deaths this. If he Shadow Word Deaths this, then it doesn't matter. Cthulhu's chosen. Our Disciple of Cthulhu into Polynova. So it would have died anyway. But we didn't kill this. So we took 3. Nothing's changed. Okay. This is a face race, boys. There's no other way around it. We have to face. We must face. We must face. So what could we draw next turn that would allow us to win? The most damage we could possibly pump out. Upgrade doesn't do it. That's sustained damage. Kryn Tor would be 11 with our passive. And he's going to be, you know, unless he keeps this alive. And he would still be a 1 more. This would be 11, 13, 11, 12, 13. So he'd be 1 off. But he's going to kill this. Yeah, that's no doubt. Now we're at 9. He swings with this. That puts us at 6. And he currently has 7 damage. But we can, yeah. What would we draw? I don't think there's anything. Not even Leroy Jenkins does it. Upgrade again, that's sustained damage. So theoretically, if this game were to go on, you know, 2 more turns, we would easily be able to win. Or even just 1 more turn. Which, again, if we would have made the trade here, that would have saved us. We would have lost out on 4 damage, which would put him at 10. But killed the 3, and the 3 hit twice, which is 6. So that would have put us at 11. And then he had 4. So yeah, so remember that trade that we should have made with our two 1s and 1 with Divine Shield into that Twilight Elder? If we would have made that trade, we would have lived 1 more turn, unless he had Cthulhu on turn 10. So I mean, if he had Cthulhu, we would have lost, so we don't really know. Or if he had like an extra heal, we don't know. We also would have lost 4 damage to face, which means we would have lived an extra turn, but we would have needed an extra turn to kill him depending on what we have drawn. So we would have drawn a Kryn Tor Elite there, we only needed 1 more turn, which would have been the turn after his turn 10. So if you have like Cthulhu, we would have lost, like I mentioned. But either way, could have lived an extra turn. Better play to kill 3-4. But remember that one game that we had lost against a Shaman where we had attacked the 1-1 with Divine Shield and lost 5 damage. But there's a little bit of a discrepancy in between a card that buffs a Cthulhu is a 3-4 versus a 1-1 with Divine Shield and he has 2 cards in hand. So either way, could have been could have played better, but again, this is deck testing, not deck guide, so we're not professional with the deck yet. But either way, of course, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Any comments, questions, or concerns can be located, or not located, but can be directed toward the comment section, which I will read and try to get back to you ASAP. So as always, I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.